Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on the show.
It's an absolute pleasure. It's our pleasure to have you here, because, I mean, I think that this is such an amazing accolade for you, your first film. How did it go? What was it like working on it?
It was terrifying and fantastic. You know, being the first one that I've ever directed and working with people like Marius Weyers. I mean, this man is an icon, he's a legend, he's an international star.
Yeah.
And he was just so humble and so professional, and he gave a performance that I think was truly brilliant.
Yeah.
So it was scary, but it was delightful. I very much enjoyed it.
Why did you go with laaste tango? I mean, it's a short story. Why decide to make that specific one when you have got international bestsellers? Why go for that as a movie?
First of all, I sell the film rights of my books. I sell overseas because it's just so much more lucrative.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of the short stories that I've written over the years, I knew that there was a kernel of a movie in there, some sort of a heart of a movie. And this specific short story I wrote about 12 years ago. And you know, if you write a novel, then you have to slim it down to become a movie. But with a short story, you have to add something to make it a full movie structure. And it took me about 10 years to realize what the specific short story needed, what the other element was that it needed. I started doing ballroom dancing some years ago, and I love the tango. And just one day I realized that bring in the tango, bring in a woman who wants to dance the tango one last time.
Wow.
To the story of the cop. And that's how it happened.
That's amazing. I mean, we're busy watching the visuals now, and the cinematography looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you know, we have a young cinematographer, a young director of photography, William Collinson, and he's just amazing. So much energy, so much talent, so much creativity.
What was it like for you as an author? Because, I mean, I imagine, as you say, I mean, you're no stranger to selling your books overseas and letting this sort of enter into the film. But I mean, for you to be writing the screenplay, for you to direct the film, what was this process like for you? Did you have any experience in it?
Yeah, no. Well, you know, I've written some movie scripts and 2 television series before, and I spent a lot of time on set. I did a lot of research before I took the director's chair. But the experience was fantastic. The wonderful thing is that if you write a book, it's just you, and you are the director of the book. But when you make a movie, it's a very collaborative process. And suddenly you have these huge talents, Lo Venter, Antoinette Lo, Marius Weyers, Stian Bam, all these people bringing their acting talents. Yes. And they make it so much more. The DOP brings his talent. So eventually, the end result is so much more than what I envisioned when I wrote the script, and that was a fantastic process.
Yeah, that must be an amazing feeling for you. Tell us about the story. What is it all about? And not without giving too much away.
No, it's the story of a cop who is totally burnt out. He has been chasing a serial killer for 3 years, and the movie actually opens where he catches the killer. But he is so frustrated, he's got so much anger and anguish in him that he beats the killer badly. Yeah. And he gets sent away to the Karoo to just do some rest and recuperation, and he tries to find himself.
Yeah.
He's given a little case of a constable who has disappeared in the small town Loxton, but he's got bad post-traumatic stress disorder. And in this little town, he meets Ella Venter, a woman who is dying of cancer, and she wants to tango one last time before she dies. And she tells this cop if he can learn the tango, he can get his life back, because the tango is like a lesson in life, a lesson in how to interact with women, because all the victims of the serial killer were women, and he's lost his ability to see women as beautiful human beings. Yeah. So it's his healing process. It's her last chance to dance the tango. But the serial killer escapes from hospital, and he makes his way to Loxton on the night of the last tango.
Oh my good, what a story. This sounds absolutely amazing. Opening 5th of July.
5th of July.
And you had a screening, though. You have had the premiere.
We've had the premiere.
And what was
last
it like?
night.
What was the reaction?
The reaction was fantastic.
Oh,
you know,
so
I mean,
glad.
I've seen this movie 75 times through the editing. I didn't know if it was any good.
Yeah.
And I was blown away and very relieved by the incredible reaction.
I am so happy for you. I mean, like you were saying, you couldn't stand to watch it again after you've gone through the whole editing process. It's like a chef not being able to eat his own food. It's just enough. Well, I'm so happy for you. But just before I let you go, I mean, this is not the last of that we're going to be seeing from you doing films, because you're already working on more.
Yeah, my partner and I, Dione Kempen, we started a little movie company called the Karoo Film Company last year. Tango is the first one that'll be going to theatres, but we've already shot Die Ballade van Robbie de Veer, which I think is going to be awesome, with Neil Sandilands and Daryl Root directing. Durban Poison is an English language movie that'll come out later this year. And we are in production with Alles Wat Mal Is at the moment, with Erika Wessels and Lofing.
Excellent. Dion Meyer, thank you for being our guest here on Morning Live. The movie's coming out 5th of July. Go and watch it. The cinemas around the country. And I just think it's fantastic to see South African movies doing so well. And